Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Nick Baldwin. For those of you who are thinking to yourself, who the heck is this guy on my Zoom teaching me about social media? What makes him think he's so special? Well, I'll tell you who I am. My name is Nick Baldwin. I am a Eisenhower coaching and training social media and technology coach, but I'm also co-founder of Lab Coat Agents, which is one of the largest real estate Facebook communities on planet Earth. I hope you guys are a member. If you're not, go to Facebook, type in Lab Coat Agents in the search bar, and join the group. There's about 170,000 members. We've been around for almost 11 years. We just turned 10 in October 2024. Lots of cool information going on in there. We have daily webinars with all different topics, and it's a lot of fun. Lots of focus on technology, which is kind of like my wheelhouse. So today uh we're talking about turning those likes into turning those leads into likes. And what we're going to talk about. Well, you know what? Oh, hey Christina, you're here. Great. Can I make you a co-host?
Absolutely.
Sweet. There you go. So if you see anybody who wants to get in, go ahead and let them in.
Okay, will do.
Appreciate it. So today we're going to talk about how to kind of, here's the thing, social media is complicated. And in today's day and age, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's not a suggestion. It's definitely mandatory. You need to be on social media and you have to be creating content, and creating content is difficult. Coming up with what to say it, what to post, what videos to make, how does the algorithm work? How do I know if I'm going to get seen? What's the point? All of these things. And I'm going to answer your questions as much as I possibly can in 45 minutes. You can't really learn everything about social media in 45 minutes. You can't learn everything in social media really ever because the algorithms are always constantly changing. This 45-minute session, the social agent turning leads into likes, is just a little snippet of a larger program that we're launching on April 23rd. It's a 4-week program. We're going to cover Facebook in week one, Instagram in week two, YouTube in week three, and then in week four, we're going to have a panel of social media real estate experts who will basically do an AMA. They're going to answer your questions and tell you how they're putting their strategies into use in the real world. So if that's something you're interested in joining us for starting on April 23rd, I've got a special deal for you where you can get a few bucks off and join us for those 4 weeks. But don't worry, I'm not going to hold too much back. It's not going to be as in depth, but you're going to learn quite a bit today. So let me just share my screen with you and we'll get started. Okay. So we're going to go Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We're going to talk as much about these platforms as possible. And if, like I said, if you have any questions throughout, just drop a question in the chat. If I don't see it, Christina, just let me know if someone has a question and I'm happy to answer that question. So let's unlock the power of Facebook marketing and see the role that Facebook plays in real estate marketing and why mastering the tools of Facebook is super essential for your success in a competitive market. Because guess what? Your competition is on Facebook. They're on Instagram. They're on YouTube. They're doing those things. They're creating content and bringing leads to them. They're not chasing after leads. They're getting leads are coming to them. So let's talk about Facebook algorithm insights, how to better navigate and optimize so your posts can have a greater reach. So Facebook, and we'll start with number one and go to number 10. That probably makes the most sense. So understanding Facebook's algorithm. Facebook's algorithm determines basically what Facebook's algorithm is, determines, you know what? I think I got to mute somebody. There we go. Facebook algorithm determines how your posts are ranked, how they're displayed in the user's feed, how people see them, based on engagement, based on a lot of different factors that we're going to get into in a few minutes. Um, your post visibility is influenced by engagement metrics like whether people are liking, sharing, commenting, saving, whatever the platform is. That has a huge impact on whether more people are going to see it. So basically what happens is these platforms push your content out to, a few dozen, maybe a couple hundred people. And if the feedback that your content gets from those few couple hundred people is positive, it's going to push it out to more people. Because the idea is these platforms want people to stay on. They don't want people to log off, and they want to push content in front of them that is interesting to them. Okay, so number three, strategies for optimization. Utilizing engaging content and consistent posting can enhance reach and visibility. So these platforms like when you're regularly posting. It doesn't like, when you're posting once in a while. It likes you to be consistent, whether it be every day, whether it be every other day, whether it be 3 times a week. It doesn't matter as long as you are consistent in some way, shape, or form. I mean, there's some YouTube channels with millions of subscribers and they only post once a month, but they're consistent with that once a month. There's a channel that my kids watch, Mark Rober. He's a scientist. He's got like tens of millions of subscribers. He only posts one video a month, but his videos get millions of views because he's consistent every month and his engagement and his content's really good. So it doesn't matter how often, it just matters how consistent. Okay. Hope that makes sense. Okay, so factors that affect your visibility. So the relevancy of your content, how recent your content is, the relationship that you have with your followers, whether they're engaging with that content, whether they're liking it, how well you know them, uh, all of those things play into it. The type of content you're posting, so video, Facebook's really pushing video, and those tend to receive higher engagement than just regular text or images. So engagement over time. So the algorithm likes when your content lasts. So it doesn't like when your content gets a ton of engagement at first and then it kind of dies off. It doesn't like that. It's going to die off at some point, but it likes longevity. So when you're creating stuff, make sure that it's, kind of timely, at more evergreens, but the stuff that's going to get high engagement is stuff that's very relevant to what's happening right now in the world of real estate. Understanding your user preferences. So analyzing your follower behavior can help you like know who is your audience essentially. And if your audience is potential clients, you want to post things that are relevant to them. Like I said, consistency, regular posting, right? But that doesn't mean regular every day. It could mean, like I said, regular once a week or regular every month or regular every other day. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be every single day. It just has to be regular. Um, Monitoring your analytics. So you use the Facebook insights that are supplied to you on the Facebook platform. All of these other platforms have insights too, and we'll get into that. But that will definitely help you figure out what's doing well and what's not, and then adapting to changes. Stay updated with the algorithm. You can, just Google every so often, what's the Facebook algorithm doing right now? ChatGPT can help you with that too. Like Instagram recently changed their algorithm. We'll get into that in a second. And you got to keep up with what's going on. So how the Facebook algorithm works. Inventory. There's five things that drive the algorithm. The algorithm gathers all available content to somebody. So like you guys have thousands, hundreds or thousands of friends on Facebook. You are liking pages. You are joining groups. You are engaging with ads. So all of those things play into it. So the more you engage, the more you click, the more you friend, the more you do things, the smarter the algorithm becomes. So if you're seeing things on Facebook that you don't like, that's because you're engaging. And by the way, it's not just liking and commenting and sharing. It's looking. Your eyeballs. Facebook knows when your eyeballs stop on something. Um, when you're scrolling and you stop for a few seconds, Facebook's like, oh, that interested this person. I'm going to show it more. So if you don't like something, make sure you're not stopping and looking. Because if you stop and look, it's called dwell time, W-E-L-L. I'm sorry, D-W-E-L-L, dwell time. Dwell time is how long you're dwelling on something, essentially. Okay, so then it assesses numerous signals to evaluate the relevance of each piece of content. The signals are who posted it, what type of content it is, and what the engagement is like, and how recent the post is, and how recent the topic is. It also, based on the signals, the algorithm predicts how likely a user is to engage with a post, like liking, commenting, sharing, dwelling, all of those things play into it. And each piece of content is given a relevance score, and it determines that relevance score is ranked. We don't know how that works, but basically, the higher the score, the more apt you are to see that particular piece of content. So let's go over some effective content creation strategies. Okay, so it can be very time consuming to come up with content. And so we want to simplify that content. We want to streamline your process by focusing on essential elements, avoiding unnecessary complexity. So maybe you're going to create a series like the 10 steps to buying a home or the 10 things you need to know at a home inspection or things along those lines. Um, think about strategies beyond posting your listings because your followers really don't care about your listings. Like, I hate to break it to you, but they just really don't. So, mix up what you're posting blogs, videos, podcasts, social media, text, things like that. Diversify it. Don't, 80/20 rule also comes into play. So 80% business, 20% personal. People want to know, I'm sorry, 80% personal, 20% business. People want to know who you are. Okay, so stick to the 80/20 rule. It's social media, not selling media. Keep that in mind. It's social media, not selling media. So remember that the next time you start to post. Did I just recently post a business thing, or do I need to post a personal thing? People like to know what you're up to. They like to know who you are. They like to work with people that they can relate to. Okay, so overcoming content creation block. Utilize brainstorming techniques to set clear objectives to break through creative barriers. So we're going to get into AI in a second and how you can leverage AI to come up with content creation if you're drawing a blank. Understand your audience. Who is your target audience? Understand who they are. Who are you working with? Who are you looking to work with? It's called a client avatar. Everyone should have one. And the client avatar is the type of person that you want to do business with. And that's what makes your job much more enjoyable when you figure that out. You get in front of people that you relate to and want to work with. And that's the kind of content you should be creating. Okay, so utilizing Facebook for encourage audience feedback and use insights to refine your content strategy continuously. That is pretty obvious. That pretty much needs no more description than that. Setting a consistent schedule. So I said this earlier, it doesn't mean every single day, but establish a regular posting schedule to keep your audience engaged. Leverage other platforms. Maximize reach by utilizing various social media channels. Incorporate visual elements. Use things that are visually appealing. Infographics, videos, those things improve audience retention. Analyze metrics for success. So track your metrics. See what is resonating with your audience. Did this video work? Okay, it did. I'm going to do more like that. This post flopped. I'm not going to do another post like that. So just kind of like in your own mind and you can keep track in a notebook or on your iPad or your iPhone, figure out, what is resonating. Experiment with content formats. So try new formats. Try doing podcasts. Try live videos. Keep your content engaging and fresh so people don't get bored. So content creation is one of the hardest things to do. So I love using ChatGPT to help me create content. ChatGPT can do a number of things. I want to see in the chat. Let me know if you're using ChatGPT. Type a yes or a no. I want to see who's using it. I think that's important to know. So go to the chat and type yes or no and let me know. Let's see what people are saying. Yes, yes, awesome. Every day. All right, Christina. Thomas says no. What, Thomas? Oh my gosh, Thomas. Thomas, tell me why in the chat why you're not using it. Is it because you might not be aware of how it works or what? Here's the thing with AI. It's not going to take away your job. AI is not going to take away your job. The agent who's using it will take away your job. So you need to really dive into it. And a lot of people haven't used it because they don't really understand it. So let's get into that. All right. So generate engaging posts. AI tools like ChatGPT can help you create content that resonates. Utilizing AI ensures that you have a steady flow of content, enhancing your presence. It boosts your creativity. It helps you create fresh ideas and perspectives. And what's awesome about ChatGPT is that it gets to know you. So the more you use it, the more familiar. It's like a friend or a family member. The more you talk to it, the more they get to know you. So the more you talk to them, the more they get to know you. So the more you talk to ChatGPT, the more it gets to know you. And when there's a funny exercise. Hey, ChatGPT, like I forget what the prompt was, but it was like, you know, write write like a biography about me, and then it will, after a while, it will, yeah, oh yeah, ICT's intro, Christina, yeah, you're right. Intro to AI course by Rick Fuller is awesome. That's a good one. Yeah, for sure. Rick's really good with AI. So what I was saying was, uh, after you use it for a while, I'm talking like, several weeks or a couple months, if you ask it to explain, to write a little biography about you, it will tell you who you are. And also, if you ask it what you're good at and what you're not good at, it starts to understand who you are. Um, Analyzing audience preferences. So AI tools can analyze data to tailor content to better meet the needs of and interests of your followers. It can suggest improvements. It may be if some content didn't work, it can tell you why. It can also help you automate content creation with certain ChatGPT um, apps can keep you on your toes and remind you to continuously post and come up with new content ideas. All right, so here's an example of how you can use ChatGPT for a listing ad and market info. So this is kind of an experiment I did. I took a random picture of a house on Google. This is not like any particular house. It's just a random house. I posted that photo and I said, another thing is you want to tell ChatGPT how you want it to think. So if you want it to think like a realtor, tell it. Okay, tell it. If you want to think like a coach, tell it. But I said, I'm a real estate agent, just took a new listing. The photo provided is the house. And then I said, here's the address. Please write me a Facebook ad and briefly describe the home's exterior because it can tell what's in the photo. Um, so it gave me some information about the area. It said that it was built in 1907. It has a 5,750 square foot lot. It's near this school, what grades the schools are, has a rating of 6 out of 10. And then up at the top right, I got to move my Zoom things out of the way because they're blocking my view. Um, Discover this delightful residence. I asked it to like give me some sort of verbiage for an ad. So it then decided to, and I told it to add whether the shopping was convenient, the commute. So this is from a town in northern New Jersey where I'm originally from, that's close to New York City. And so a lot of people commute back and forth to work. And so it said that it was an easy commute. So you could even use that as an ad or a post. And then down below on the bottom right, it gives me kind of some recent sales. So like I said, give me some insight into the value of this home and others similar to it. So it gave me two recent sales on that street and what they sold for and when, which is pretty cool. So it says this transaction indicates a strong market in the area with property values for homes of similar age and size ranging between 1.1 and 1.3 million. So it tells you where it gets its sources from. I know it's from Zillow and Redfin. We don't love that, but it's on the web and there's information there. So here's another example. So I said I grabbed a listing. You can use any listing from any website. For this specific example, I just used Zillow because it was the easiest. But please take the information on this listing and create an engaging caption. This is very long, okay? So you wouldn't use this whole thing. You could tell it how long you want it to be or how short you want it to be. But it did look at all the photos, it looked at the description, it gave me a bunch of different bullet points that I could use in an ad. So I could use aspects of the bullet points in my ad. And then I asked for a call to action at the end and it gave me a call to action. So over here, I said, you are a real estate agent on the right-hand side. You are a real estate agent in Montclair, New Jersey. Write a real estate market update for a Facebook post that reflects the last 3 months of housing inventory. So this would be cool just to post as text, or you can ask it to make you the new ChatGPT update can create images, so it may be able to make you a cool graph. But it did give a cool housing inventory update. And you can even use this to send out to your database too. So either way, I love that ChatGPT can help you with sounding like a total expert, awesome person. Even though, I mean, you already are, but I'm just saying it can definitely help you. So here are the aspects of an effective Facebook ad. Your value proposition, engaging visuals, telling a story, your compelling headlines like, new to the market or wait till you see this swimming pool or something along those lines. Make sure it's mobile optimized, which Facebook is. Clear call to action. What do you want them to do? Do you want them to click for more info? A/B test certain ads or posts, see which works better. Make sure you have an audience that you're trying to get in front of. And then social proof also helps, including reviews and testimonials to build trust and visibility. So we're not done yet. If you're interested in just getting some information about the upcoming full-on 4-week program that we have, you can scan this code and I'll give you $50 off with the code 50 off DD. So the full program is digital domination. This is an old image. It does not start March 17th. It starts April 23rd. So just ignore that it says every Monday at 2 starting March 17th. Just ignore that. Pretend it doesn't say that. It's an old image. It starts April 23rd. So if you want to just scan that, save it for later, feel free. And at checkout, if you want to join the full 4-week program, you can use the code 50 off DD and you'll get a discount of $50 and the class will only be 149 as opposed to 199 for you. And each week is about 90 minutes, 75 to 90 minutes. We go 4 weeks, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and then a panel of experts in week 4. It's going to be a really awesome experience. All right, so let's jump into harnessing Instagram for real estate success. Okay. Who's using Instagram? Drop in the chat. Let me know. Here, but it's very important to create a compelling bio with Instagram. A lot of people kind of like just kind of throw away their bio. Awesome. Yes, I love that you guys are using it. Sweet. Um, a lot of people just kind of throw away their bio, but there is a science to it, and this is what Instagram likes to see. Instagram likes to see. Oops. Here we go. Instagram likes to see your purpose. So define your purpose. What do you want people to know about you instantly? Okay, it should reflect your personal brand, your business, or your expertise. While I'm reading these off, you can look at the bottom, on the bottom, kind of in the middle. There's two examples of bios that I really like. These are two really successful real estate agents, and their bios are great. So just take a look at those. You could take a screenshot or picture so you can kind of like model yours after that. Use a clear, recognizable name. Okay, ensure um, your name is searchable. Okay, instead of just saying Nick Baldwin, try Nick Baldwin Realtor or Nick Baldwin Real Estate AI or Nick Baldwin Real Estate Coach or Nick Baldwin Real Estate Agent. And, depending on the account, you don't want to just have your name. Okay, so here's Taylor Hunt, top 100 agent and real estate coach for moms. That's what she wrote. Craft a strong first line. Example, real estate AI and tech helping agents win. So maybe you would say, top selling agent in so and so area. Highlight your unique selling point. What makes you different? What makes you different? Keep it concise and impactful. So, for example, revolutionizing real estate with AI and strategy. That's something that maybe I would say. Okay. Add social proof if you have achievements, recognitions, mention them very briefly. So, for example, helping agents scale to six plus figures. Um, Include a call to action. What do you want people to do? You can add a link to your bio. So maybe you have a link there, DM to, or maybe to DM you, or maybe join a challenge, listen to a podcast, whatever it might be. You can do that. Use emojis strategically. Emojis can break up text and make your bio visibly appealing. It's a lot of fun. So, for example, fire emoji helping agents dominate with AI. Add a link to your bio. Use Linktree. Linktree is great because you can have multiple links within one. So if you've never heard of Linktree, definitely check it out. There is a free version. There's also a paid version, but most people don't need the paid version. Um, Utilize Instagram highlights. So highlights are at the top of your Instagram profile in little circles, and you can add stories to those highlights that last forever. And you could do testimonials, new listings, neighborhood tour, family, whatever it is. Okay. Um, Things like that. So testimonials, reviews. Oops,
Um,
I hear someone
for
talking. I'm gonna
help?
mute them. Oh, good. We're muted. Awesome. Okay, perfect. Hold on. Why is my screen not sharing? Here we go. Wait. Can you guys still see this? Let me know because I clicked a weird button. Just let me know in the chat if you can still see it. Okay, sweet. Thanks. Yeah, I clicked a weird button and it did something funny. Okay. So optimize your username and handle. So make it easy to spell and remember if your name. Oh, I kind of repeated myself. Oops, my bad. But if your name is taken out of relevant keywords, so Nick Baldwin real estate or Nick Baldwin coach or something along those lines. So reels and stories, the two are very similar, but they're very different too. Okay, so reels, and I'm going to go through the key differences and purposes. Okay, so purpose number one, stories are designed for temporary casual sharing. They last for 24 hours and they go away, but they're always there. You can always find them again for yourself, like in your history. But to the viewer, they go away after 24 hours. Reels are designed for longevity and brand building, and stories are, and stories can only be a minute. Reels can now be longer. I think reels can be 3 minutes now. So this, like I said, like Facebook, Instagram's always updating their stuff. So like just a couple weeks ago when I wrote this, it was 60 seconds, but now I think they're 3 minutes because TikTok changed to 3 minutes and Instagram did it as well. So engagement stories encourage direct interaction through different. You can add polls, questions, ask me anythings. You can tag businesses, all of those things. Reels invite comments and shares, fostering a wider engagement. Visibility stories are shown to followers and can be viewed more than once. Reels will be shown to your followers, but also shown to more people outside of your followers on the explore page, so people can find you and like you and follow you. Stories offer basic editing tools and filters, nothing crazy. Reels include advanced editing tools like audio syncing and effects and filters and all sorts of editing stuff that make it fun. Storytelling approach. So stories are often used for personal updates in day-to-day life, whereas, I mean, they can be used for anything, but that's what it's meant for. Reels are typically crafted for storytelling through creativity. Um, just telling a longer story, and for different types of engagement. So targeting your audience. So stories are aimed at existing followers for more personal connection. Reels are targeted for a wider audience with the intent of going viral and getting more people to notice you. So with monetization, if you get to a certain number of followers, you can be monetized and make money off of social media and Instagram. Limited monetization for stories, but Reels offer a much more broader monetization model. Content creation stories can be created quickly and spontaneously. Reels definitely require more planning and more creativity and uh, analytics, basic insights available for stories, just like views and who interacted. But Reels provides real detailed information, like where someone was from, what are mostly like who's looking at it, what age range, all of those different things, how long they watched it, all of those different things. So discover trending content on Instagram. So how do you replicate success? So you can get inspiration from other influencers. So the explore page and the reels tab, figure out what hashtags are trending right now. Um, Follow and analyze top real estate creators and don't steal their ideas, but put your own spin on it. And then monitor viral real estate news. So what happened today? Um, Rocket Mortgage is acquiring Mr. Cooper for $9 billion. That happened today. That would be a great reel to talk about it. Just like it acquired Redfin, now they're acquiring Mr. Cooper loans. So those are to monitor viral real estate stories to go viral very quickly. That would be a good topic to talk about. So let's understand the importance of engagement metrics. So in no particular order, these are the different types of metrics. Likes, comments, shares are the most important. If your reel gets shared, Instagram will reward you. The reason is because shares keep people on the platform. How do they do that? When you share something to someone, it goes into their DM. And if it's in a DM, supposedly it starts a conversation back and forth, keeping the person on the platform, texting back and forth. Saves, also a great one, because that means that the user will go back and revisit the content. Content with higher engagement metrics are prioritized by the algorithm. I think that goes without saying. And promotional potential. So engaging content is more likely to be promoted on social platforms as in put into the for you page so other users can find you. Effective batch content creation. So you might be like, "Well, Nick, I can't create content all the time. Like every day it's really hard." Okay. So pick one day a week and batch create. Take a couple hours and create content like once a week. And that's how the really great influencers um, keep their content relevant and keep it going. All right. So define your content goals. Just like you define your real estate sales goals, define your content goals. What do you want to do? How many pieces of content you want to put out a week or a month? How many, how, you know, what type of content you want to put out? Just establish whatever goals you have, whatever you want to accomplish, just define those really firmly, okay? Create a content calendar. Brainstorm your topics in advance. Use ChatGPT to do that, but also, you can do it with your team as well. Batch create similar content. So if you're doing like a series like the 10 steps to buying a home, maybe you do 10 steps and you release them one after the other for 10 days. Use templates for consistency. So if you're using images, use the same templates. Just change the colors or whatever the case may be, to streamline your content creation so you don't have to always come up with new templates. Schedule your posts so you don't forget to post. And then analyze and adjust, obviously. Again, another option, another chance for you guys to save $50 on digital domination. Master Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to grow your online presence. Scan the QR code, use 50 off DD as the code at checkout, and join us for the 4-week course where we'll dive in every week a different platform for 4 weeks. Much longer, much more in depth. I've got like 30 slides per um, per platform. So here we've only got like 5 or 6. It's much more in depth, much more information. So just scan that. Um, if you want to scan it with your phone, open up your picture, open up your camera, scan it, click the button, save it to, your favorites and join us at some point later on. Starting April 23rd, not March 17th. That's incorrect. Starting April 23rd at 2 p.m. Eastern for 4 Wednesdays in a row. We'll be diving into Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to grow your online presence. So save 50 off DD is the code to save $50 and get into the 4-week program for only $149. It's going to be the best $149 you ever spent, I promise. All right. Maximizing real estate exposure through YouTube. Who's using YouTube for their business? Drop in the chat, yes or no. Let me know if you are. I would love to know if you're using. Oh, see the people who are dropping yes. They're paying attention. No, yes, awesome. I love it. If you're not, maybe you will now. I hope you do. Okay, awesome. So it's kind of like a mixed bag there. So effective strategies for content ideation, understand your audience. Again, that's for all platforms. Conduct competitive market analysis. If you ever conducted a SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. SWOT analysis is very important. See what your competitors are doing, see what other people are doing, see what they're not doing, and it will inspire you to create better content. Utilize content ideation tools. So take advantage of platforms like Answer the Public, BuzzSumo. Answer the Public is awesome. So Answer the Public is about $9 a month, and it's like a Google search on steroids. It really narrows down like what people are searching for, what's trending, and where. So like if I'm in Michigan, so if something specific is trending in Michigan, but it may not be trending in other states or other towns or whatever, I'm going to create some content around that because obviously um, my demographic is in Michigan. Okay, so definitely check out Answer the Public. There's a free version, I think, but the paid version is only $9. It's really good. And it breaks it down into different pie charts and super awesome. Tells you what content is performing well in your niche and in your area. Brainstorm with your team, brainstorm with ChatGPT. Bring your team together maybe once a week and have brainstorming sessions. Experiment with different formats, videos, podcasts, things like that. Stay up to date on industry trends, much like Instagram. Leverage user generated content. So this is where you get testimonials, reviews, people saying great things about your services, and again, create a content calendar. And your content calendar can be one calendar for all three of these platforms too. It doesn't have to be individual. So tips for shooting and editing videos. So plan your shots. Know what you're gonna know what you're gonna record. Okay. Focus on lighting. I have a big ring light. I have two big ring lights up here. They're not really like I don't know if how great my lighting is right now because I'm kind of going off natural light with my windows open. But if I was filming, like a full on really like awesome video, I would have my ring lights on. I would have the windows open. Just make sure you look great. Use a tripod, please. None of like this. Okay. Use a tripod. Make sure it's stable. Capture quality audio. I got these little microphones for like $20 on Amazon and they clip right here to your shirt. And then you have like this other little thing that goes to the bottom. It's a Bluetooth. And this goes to the bottom of your iPhone like this. And it's Bluetooth. And so it's a much better quality than just your regular iPhone audio. Edit with purpose. So select the best takes, use transitions, make it look nice. There are apps like Opus Clip, um, captions.ai. There's lots of AI editing software that can help you. Add music, add trending music, okay? Because the music, if it's trending, you'll get more views. And review and revise as necessary. Okay, thumbnails are so important. Don't throw your thumbnails away. All right. Creating emotional thumbnails. Facebook loves emotion. It loves big eyes. It loves big faces. I'm going to show you examples in a second. It loves expressions. All right. It loves close up shots. So create a sense of curiosity and emotion. Use thumbnails with faces. Ensure faces are expressive and clear and utilize close-up shots. It loves eyeballs. It loves all of those things. Here's some examples. So, the one at the very top, I created that uh, that thumbnail with ChatGPT. So in the full-on course that we're teaching, I will uh, I will also I will also show you how to create thumbnails with ChatGPT. I don't have time to do that now, but I will create thumbnails with ChatGPT to and show you how to do that with their new image generator. But over here on the left, we see moving to Orlando. That guy is one of my friends, Ken Pozick. He's great. Pozek. Go follow Ken Ken Pozek Pozek on YouTube. He's doing it all right. He's doing everything right. He is fantastic. Uh, three of the four of these are Ken's because he's the best one in the business. 71,000 views on one, 1.8 million on another, 69 on another. And you can see like celebrity homes. People love that stuff. See over here on the left, on the right hand side, Celebration Florida. He's like, hey, check this out. In the middle, kind of middle to the left, there's a listing presentation, 133,000 views. It's very simple. Um, my video at the top, it was posted yesterday. I've already got several hundred views on it, and I'm very expressive. I have a very expressive look on my face. So thumbnails are very, very important. Also, you got to look into descriptions, your titles. I'll give you a little piece of advice. YouTube is a search engine. It's owned by Google. It's a search engine, and you want your titles to somewhat replicate that, like moving to Orlando, inside Shaq's home, Celebration Florida. Those are things that people will type into YouTube to look for specific videos. Like if they're looking to move to a certain location, just make a video called, you know, Detroit, Michigan. Super simple. There's lots of other things I want to share with you guys, but I don't have time to do that today. But I do have time to do it on digital domination. So just scan that link right there, and I would love to see you guys the in the um, in the class. Like I said, it's 4 weeks. Each class is about 75 to 90 minutes, so it's much more in depth. We're going to cover YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, much, much, much more. Today, I only had 5 or 6 slides per platform, but I've got 25 to 30 slides per platform for the full-on course. And then on week 4, we're going to have a panel of experts who will tell you how they're using these platforms in the real world and they're having success. And by the way, it's not about follower count. It's not about that. It's about the engagement of your followers. Like I know a guy who will, he makes $1 million a year in Florida and he has less than 10,000 followers, which is a lot of followers to a lot of people, but not in the grand scheme of things with these influencers with hundreds of thousands of followers. So I would love to see you in the course. It's only 149 with the code 50 off DD. And if you're on the mailing list, that's why you're here probably. We'll be sending it out as well. So make sure that you take that code down, write that code down. 50 off DD. Write that code down. Because if you don't get it today, you can get it another time. And we'll send it out to you. Does anybody have any questions for me? Or comments before we hop off? You will get the recording. Um, you will get the recording. It'll be sent out in a couple days. Once it's edited and put up on YouTube, you will get the recording. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know that it went pretty fast, but I only had 45 minutes today. But again, we're going to have plenty of time. We'll have hours and hours in the full-on course. So if there's no questions, I'm going to jump off. Oh, wait, hold on. There's a question in the chat, I think. You stimulated my brain to come up with some creative ideas for Facebook posts. I love it, Ruth. That's the best. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. If you guys have any questions, here, I'm going to give you my email address. Nick Baldwin 1979 at Gmail. Reach out to me. Find me on Facebook if you have any questions or you want to have a little bit more information about the full-on course. I would love to answer those questions for you. So Nick Baldwin 1979 at gmail.com is how you can reach me. But I appreciate you guys being here. You could have been anywhere else, but you were here. So I am thankful to you. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Like I said, reach out to me if you have any questions. Scan the barcode if you want to join the course. 50 off DD would save you $50. It's a great deal. Have an amazing day, everybody, and keep me updated on how you go about with your content creation. See you later.